Tim Williams, Addington Harness Racing on in an afternoon that you're not required.
No, of all things, Greg, it's got me outside trimming some hedges. So, I can't complain. The sun's out and sit back and watch the boys and girls do battle out there.
Well, there's always a benefit to a day off, I suppose, which is not the case for you over the next few days. Heading to Wyndham tomorrow, some key drives there that I wanted to have a chat to you about. Tim, let's start with Wattlebank Arnie, a horse that I know you've got a little bit of time for. It's only had the 3 runs, but there appears to be a decent sort of improvement every time you go on the racetrack.
Yeah, that's dead right, Greg. And he's done everything Kirsten said he would, and credit to the horse. I think his last start would probably be the best one to go off. It showed he's got a good bit of ring craft to his game now, and his form line would suggest each start he has got a little bit better. So provided he backs up from his run last week, he's got maybe looks a tricky draw on paper the second row, but look, he hasn't been a horse that's shown a lot of gate speed as yet either. So, the draw might be a bad thing and what looks a very winnable race for him come tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, he's in race number 5. Tommy Waterhouse, he takes his spot tomorrow. And, gee, he's a horse that's come a wee way too. He dashed home behind Peroni last week.
Yeah, look, Greg, actually a horse I really like. Obviously, the first time I drove it, I got it completely wrong and lucky enough to get a second go last week. And, all barring bad manners, which probably wasn't his fault at the start, probably more mine, was I was just a little off the ball early. He missed away, which was probably a little uncharacteristic for him. So, I was really wrapped with the way he found the line last week and what was a really nice field too. So, provided this week he can get a clean beginning, I think it's definitely a very winnable race for him.
He's in the Hunter Family Handicap Pace. Artie's Express. Well, she's done absolutely nothing wrong in 5 starts to date, winning 4 of those, goes round another heat of the Southland Oaks. She's come up with barrier 8. I'm assuming that's courtesy of the preferential barrier draw system over the mile. It won't be easy.
No, that's right, Greg. Like I say, it's a different kettle of fish from what she had in front of her on Saturday. But really pleased with how she handled herself on Saturday. It was obviously her first run for 6 weeks too. So, look, we're expecting a little bit of improvement off the run on Saturday. And the small field suits. She's probably another one we've never used her a lot early. So, I'm not too concerned over the draw as long as there's a genuine tempo. I think she'll be right in it to her eyeballs at some point.
The day she got beaten by Joe's Rock, they went a very quick time, and she was low flying. Were you surprised that she got beaten? And how highly do you rate this filly?
Yeah, look, probably a combination of a couple of things on the day, Greg. She travelled home after the run, and we took a blood, and she was slightly off. You wouldn't say she was horrendous, and no knock on the win of the day. Joe's Rock was too good for us, but I think there's probably a lot of learnings definitely for me out of the race. We used her a little bit early that day, and first run round Invercargill, the smaller track, and she just copped a wee bump around the first bend, and she became a little bit unsettled through the run. So, as you may have seen last start, we dialed down the blinds from the block blinds to the half blinds, and that seemed to help us settle down a wee bit during the running too. So, like you say, she's only had the 5 starts race day, so she's getting more tractable all the time. But I think she's a filly really on the rise again. I think that 6-week breather between runs, definitely done her wonders. And the way she trialled then raced last week, I think she's heading in the right direction again.
Is that clearly your best drive of the day?
Definitely, without a doubt, she's the reason I'm heading down tomorrow.
All right, moving on from there to an excellent race night at Addington Raceway. Of course, we've got the $100,000 Hydroflow Country Cups final. We'll get to that in a moment. Half a dozen what they call Ratto races, which are all at 30,000. Gee, there's some deep fields there, Tim.
Yeah, look, really exciting night. Obviously, the money's up and they've got the big fields and even fields, which is what everyone's been singing out for a while now. If you put the money up, you'll get the numbers. I think it's been replicated in what you see on Saturday.
Let's get into this Country Cups final with Hydroflow. You're on the favourite, and she thoroughly deserves to be AllAmericanLover. This has been her target race for a wee while now.
Yeah, that's right. Obviously, can thank Stephen and Amanda for that. They mapped out the program for us sort of pretty early in the piece through Christmas with this race in mind. So obviously it's going to be her last run for the season, and it would be a fitting way to end. But like you say, it's not going to be easy. It's a full field and over 2 miles, so she's still going to need things to go her way at the right time. But definitely wrapped with the preparation she's had leading into it, and how she's raced through the season. Like you say, she's proven herself over 3,000 metres or the mile. So I think she's got a wee bit of few bullets up his sleeve. Like you say, it's a big field and a quality field. There's many winning chances.
What's the best scenario for you? What are her key strengths at the moment, which will enable you to win this race?
Look, I think it's the stand for her, Greg. I know obviously she raced in the mobile last start, but generally when she has raced from the stand, her first 100's been very, very clean and very quick. So off the 10 metres over the 2 miles, definitely wouldn't want to be giving some of these ones on the front any more of a head start than I need to. So if she can jump and lob, midfield sort of on settling, I'd be pretty happy with that. And then after that, like you say, it's probably tempo related and the size of the field, who moves and when they move or something like that. But if she can jump and lob midfield sort of early, I'll be pretty happy with that leading into the race.
Yeah, it's a great way for her to finish this campaign, but you guys must be really looking forward to next season with her, because if she continues on that upward spiral, then she's going to be in all the big mares races and probably beyond that as well.
Yeah, that's right, Greg, and probably, like you say, too, this is probably her first real season of good racing under her belt. She had, like you say, I think only the 6 starts as a 3-year-old and a little bit of interrupted sort of a start here and a start there. So, touch wood this time, and it's been very pleasing to get the racing to her, like the race fitness. And I think, you've seen the results thus far. She's raced, I think she only finished further back than 4th this time in. So, you got horses that are that willing. It makes my job very easy sitting behind.
All right, good luck with her. Let's just have a quick look at some of your other drives on Saturday night. First starter in the first called Frankie for Brendan Hill. I know you've had a couple of drives on this one at the trials. What sort of impression?
Yeah, look, really nice race for him to kick off. And Greg, been really pleased with all his workouts through to his trials. He's just got a little bit better each time. Up there, really nice field, and it's not easy to be winning first up at Addington. But the draw's in his favour, and the way he trialled 7-8 days ago sort of give you a lot of confidence. He'll go a good race without saying he's going to go there and be a demolition job, but I think he's going to be very competitive.
All right, Brendan Hill also has Man United in there, who was excellent last time. Illegal Alien in race number 2. You'd almost swear this race has been put on exclusively for her because she's low flying, Tim.
Yeah, no, she's done a great job. Credit to Kev. He changed a few wee pieces of gear, 5-6 starts ago, and has really found the key to her, and she's, like you say, she is low flying. The only concern might be the marble, Greg. Obviously, the stand start is something she is very good at. So, provided she can ping away and get a cosy spot the way she's racing, she's definitely a great chance.
So your art in race number 4, do we just disregard Methven and go on the previous form, which is really strong?
Yeah, I definitely think so, Greg. It was a little bit of we learned a little bit more about him. He only arrived midweek, and I had to really check him pretty hard at the 350 to get back to the inside, and by that stage of the race, they were off and gone. So it might look a tricky draw, but over 2,600 at Addington, if they go hard, I think the fence will be the place to be, and that's where we're going to be. So, he's come through the run well, and like you say, we've got to know him a little better this week. So, provided he gets any luck in running, he's a first 4 player, I think.
Is Roll Your Own in a similar camp and dropping back from the Kelly's Delight race?
Yeah, I think so. Like you say, he doesn't usually go a bad race, but it was, like you say, step up in company its last start too, and that draw we're going to be played into our hands what happens in front of us, but that suits his style of racing too. So he'll need them to go hard, and as everyone's seen, if they do go hard and the gaps come his way, he's got a lovely turn of foot.
You seem to be driving some horses that are just in the zone at the moment, and my moments now is in that category. She takes her place in race number 9, and well, she's won 4 of her last 5. She's won 4 races at Addington. She's starting to really build up a solid CV.
Yeah, that's right. Definitely, she's right in form at the moment, and as she'll probably need to be off the 10 metres, it won't be easy in such a big field. But I think she's proven 2 starts ago, if she gets the right trip on the back of the right one, she's got a great turn of foot herself. So she'll need a little bit of luck in the running, and like you said, it's going to depend probably where she lobs early. But if she can track into it at the right time, they'll definitely know she's going to be there.
Tim, you go to Addington Raceway with a decent book, a lot of horses in really good form. What's the best of them?
Look, I'd like to say AllAmericanLover, Greg, because I know what you're going to get with her, and that's she's going to turn up and give 110%, and she's definitely a stable favourite. So I'd be being unfair if I said it wasn't me best, and it'd be a lovely way for her to go out for the job she's done for us throughout the season. So hopefully she can be my best on Saturday night.
So we've got a brand new race at Cambridge for 900,000. I know you'd love to be involved, and I'm sure at some stage you might get that opportunity. Give us your tip in the race with grins Thursday night.
Yeah, look, it's like you say, it's hard to tip against Self Assured. The draw might make it a little bit tricky, but I'm sure he's got the right person sitting behind him to take that factor away from it. But yeah, it won't be easy, but I'm sure there'll be a lot of tempo in the race, and like you say, if there's many winning chances, but I think Self Assured's the one for me.
All right, really appreciate your time, Tim. Go well over the next couple of days, and all the very best in that $100,000 final. I think you're on the winner, so good luck.
Awesome. Thanks very much, Greg.